Sorry. Hi guys, welcome to In 5 Minutes. We are doing a video on memory management. In memory management, next thing we are gonna do is page replacement. So let's understand what is page replacement. We all know terms what we have discussed earlier like page fault. We clearly said page fault will occur when we don't have page in our cache. When page is missing, page fault will occur. We all know at the end of the page fault, that page will be fetched and brought to the memory. But we should not forget the memory which we have is greatly limited. So if we fill one slot, fill other slot, and keep on doing so, there will be a point where all slots are filled. And that is where page replacement comes into picture. Now suppose there is a page fault occur for some particular page. The next question would be, if we don't have any free pages left or frames left in the main memory, then we need to remove some page which already exists. Now only question would be which one should be removed, and this particular topic is seen by the page replacement theory. That means logic is fairly simple. We are left at a stage where your memory, which is divided in equal size frames, is in such a state that all frames are filled with one or the other pages, and still we need to store a particular page. Under such a scenario, what we intend to do is select one of the page, remove it from the memory, and new page would be fed in. So this is the basic need of page replacement. Let's understand, guys. We have big memory, but at the end of the day that memory is again finite, and if it is finite, it needs to work with the page replacement theory. So that there are algorithms in order to do page replacement. How and what we'll soon see. Let's first try to understand on what basis pages are brought into the memory. In order to reduce page fault, we generally brought pages in memory on basis of locality of reference. What do you mean by this? Locality of reference simply means bringing pages on basis of reference or assuming that the particular page would be soon needed. There can be two ways in which this can occur. Locality on temporal base, locality on spatial base. When locality on temporal base means on basis of time, locality on basis of spatial means storage area or address. Now, what is the difference this would make? Okay, let's try to understand. Temporal locality of reference. This simply means that at a particular location of hard drive, some pages are lying. Let's say page number 1, then 5, then 3, then 2, then 4, and so on. If your CPU, your processor, is using page number 1 and 2, likely chances are there that with reference to time base, if it is going in series, 3 and 4 might be ours. So this is available, this will be cached later on. Another example of with reference to spatial is the address. Suppose I am accessing page 1, which is at location 1000. The logic says be ready with page number maybe 12 at 1002. This is just an example to understand on what basis we are saying. As we said, in the temporal we are talking about the time. So one which is recently accessed, next thing which can be accessed, all would be prepared and cached so that page fault doesn't occur. Whereas on spatial basis, it simply targets the location, some area from where page is coming. If a particular page is requested, even other page in that area would be cached so that we can work easily. Now let's try to understand, after understanding need of page replacement, what are we looking into? We need some algorithm which will reduce page fault. Two ways of doing so is creating such a large memory where there will be no page fault, but that is not possible. Second is selecting those pages which can be used in near future, or replacing those pages which are not to be used in coming future. In either cases, the practice is fairly simple. We are trying to reduce or remove page faults, but we also need to accept one cannot remove page faults, but one can simply delay or tend to give you better algorithm which can have minimum or near about no page loss. But we should not forget, page loss are gonna be evident and they will occur. By saying again and again page loss, I do mean guys page fault.